Welcome back, everybody, to what is likely to be one of the one of the last lives, um, perhaps. As you all know, as I've said a million times, I'll be moving soon, and my internet in this flat will be. I think tomorrow will be the last day. Good morning, Andrew Lepenzi. How are you, my man? Where are you at? You just woke up? Here it's 3:20 p.m. Once again, I also want to say Canada, nice man, 6:20. Papuna, I'm good, buddy. All good. Hey, shout out Canada, man. Shout out Trailer Park Boys. One of my all-time favorite shows. The internet is a wild thing, right? I just got done having a coaching call with one of my clients about I think 2 hours ago, and he's in Australia, and he was talking about how there's a heat wave in Australia. You should stay with your parents, bro. What? Where is this coming from? Good morning, man. I'm moving there, man. But I don't want to talk about that every live. I'm going there soon. What's up, Elizabeth? How you doing? You are dressed like when I go out now. Yeah, actually, I'm a little bit embarrassed because my sweater is super dirty, and I literally just noticed it the minute that I jumped on this live, and then I said, "Yeah, fuck it." But yeah, this is all like, yeah. I don't usually wear dirty clothes, but this is definitely going in the laundry after after this live. But yeah, it's so damn cold. It's -5 in Belgium, so keeping warm any way we can. Mm. My favorite foods or places to eat. I love sushi. I love Indian food. There's an Indian restaurant in Antwerp that I love. Um, yeah, I would definitely say it's probably I would put Indian food first, Thai food second, sushi sushi maybe also second. I love sushi. Oh, you said this was your last live here in flat. Yeah. Well, one of them, like I said, I'm cutting off the internet tomorrow, I think. So it's gonna be hard to do a live without internet. Um and my favorite foods, lasagna. Yeah. Anywhere I go, I have to be honest, like I usually end up like eating like I mean, I'll try the local cuisine, but I'm always trying to get my protein in, and so I always end up reverting to Indian food and Thai food because it's basically different versions of chicken and rice. Masakizo, can you take shit like us? What? What do you mean? I'm not sure if I'm understanding. Do you mind rephrasing your question? That would be nice. What's up, Ashley? How you doing, girl? If you guys been enjoying the YouTube Shorts, I have been hammering out YouTube Shorts, and I really hope you guys do appreciate them. Oh, sorry guys, pardon me. It's been fun. It's been really fun focusing on the YouTube Shorts and trying that type of content. It's interesting to see how hard YouTube is pushing them. You guys, if you want to know what like made me? I don't know why I'm stuttering this much, stuttering this much. Um, the thing that really made me launch a full scale attack on YouTube Shorts is I was watching the World Cup, one of the first games, and I'm watching the game, and one of the signs um, next to the football pitch, next to the football field, literally it was just advertising YouTube Shorts, like just that YouTube Shorts, and that made me go, "Oh, okay, all right, I get it." Like that really helped me understand the attention, the money, the energy, and the momentum that is currently being placed behind YouTube Shorts. Like that really was an aha moment for me in terms of understanding that YouTube is on a mission to make these shorts work. And lo and behold, like Eternal Outlaw, you're telling me you're getting more traffic for the shorts, to be honest. Exactly. Um, the views on my regular videos got really low. Like they got low to a point where I was like, it's not really worth it anymore to me. Like I'm not gonna spend a day filming or 2 days filming, 3 4 hours editing to then get like 400 views after 2 weeks. Like that's simply not enough. In terms of input, output, and return on investment. So, and I'll say the biggest thing about YouTube Shorts is that you can literally you can just when I'm filming a proper YouTube vlog, like I'm doing it with my DSLR camera, my Sony CV1. I got Final Cut on my MacBook. I need to import the files. Like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of editing. But the YouTube Shorts, I literally do this. I take my Samsung S10, which is like 4 years old. I just put it on portrait mode. Boom, and I film myself, and I just upload it directly from my phone, and that's it. And the quality is A1, audio A1, video A1, no editing, straight boom bam from device to the internet. It's so easy if you're used to having the vlog on the camera and editing and doing all this stuff. Um, Actually, this is my first time seeing you on YouTube. I backed out of this live, and now I'm seeing a lot of your shorts. That's so nice. I'm so happy that you found your way after all. Are you enjoying the shorts actually? Do you like it? Eternal Outlaw. You get into deep philosophy on your real videos. People attention spans are short, gotta drop some nuggets quickly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and somebody told me the other day, like, hey, please also keep making your like normal length videos because I also watch those. It's like, again, it's not a matter of me not wanting to make them. It's a matter of YouTube is no longer putting energy behind that. Meaning that if you're not paying YouTube to push your long format videos, you're gonna have a really hard time gaining any type of traction. The organic growth in terms of normal length videos is pretty much gone. It's dead. I know channels, I follow channels that have 1 million subs, 8 million subs. They post a video and they get like 1,000 views. Like, just imagine that. I used to get 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 on a regular Thor video, and that was with me having like 35,000 subs. Like, people now got a million, they're getting 1,000 views. So it's kind of dead. Like, it, and I'm sorry for the people that like my long content format, but from a business point of view, from any point of view, it doesn't make any sense. Like, there's literally so few people watching those videos because there's so few people actually getting those videos in their feed that it doesn't really make sense. And I'm gonna be focusing on YouTube Shorts for now. Tom Phillips, yo, Lorenz, doing anything for Christmas? Do you like Christmas or do you feel indifferent? What's up, Tom? Thank you, man. That's a great question, and like I really can't stress that enough. I feel like not enough people come with good questions because the better the questions, the better these lives. So thank you. So, do I like Christmas or do I feel indifferent? I actually really like Christmas. I feel indifferent about New Year's. I think New Year's sucks. I think it's overhyped. I think it's overrated. I think it's silly. There's too much pressure on. Also, because the emphasis with New Year is basically on getting drunk and getting fucked up. There's not really like a real, worn, meaningful tradition behind it. It's like, fuck New Year's. So what's the point? It's just to get drunk. And then you have a bunch of people that never drink all year that then they decide to drink on that one night, and then there's a lot of drama, places are too packed. It's the most overrated night of the year, so fuck New Year's. That being said, I love Christmas because I love culture, I love traditions, and doesn't really get any more traditional than us celebrating the arrival of this guy in a red and white suit with a big white beard, and he's crawling through the chimney and delivering gifts, and we get to see him. Like, for example, he comes in, like, we celebrate it with my extended family, which is like 120 people, and he goes there, and it's amazing how, like, how can you not love Christmas? Christmas is about so much more, like it's about, it's love, it's culture, it's a fairy tale throughout the life. Unlike New Year's, where it's just about getting fucked up. And I hate that. I don't like that at all. I think it's silly. And then, ironically, it's like, what better way to start off the year than with an epic hangover? Like, I've always hated that so much. How on the 1st of January, the first fucking day of the year, you're just like, you're a wreck. You feel like shit. It's like, what better way, right? So yeah, I love Christmas. Papuna. People do lane videos about Lither King, probably. You know who he is, and people are clicking on it more. I just, for the love of me, I can't figure out why we're giving this Lither King so much attention. It's 2022. Are we still stuck in the natty or not thing? That's like 2014, 2015 type of stuff. We're still doing this thing where we expose somebody for taking steroids. If you didn't know he was taking steroids before the big news came out, then you're a fucking idiot. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even want to talk about Lither King. It's so silly. My feed is just like blowing up with this idiot. It's annoying. YouTube wants to rival TikTok. TikTok ruined a lot of stuff. Yep. Stars on Mars. Hello, just hit chest, shoulders, and tries at work. Little sauna afterwards, and soon I'll eat a buffet and then play poker. Dude, you got a balling ass life. The food is raw and the chef will cook it in front of you. Now you got, shout out to Sweden, man. I might have to move back to Stockholm, man. I had a good life working on Drottninggatan. Drottninggatan. I was living in Chista. Was it Chista or Tiensta? One of those. It was ghetto as hell. But I had a ghetto pass, so it was all good. Your voice is low now. It was fine seconds before. Oh, Tatuna. Now it's fine. All right, thank you, man. Stars on Mars. Come visit me. I won't pay your accommodation, but I'll host you. Define hosting. Tom Phillips, keep the questions coming, buddy. That was a good one about Christmas and New Year's. I like that a lot. Also, I'm just going to remind you guys, I still have open slots for my coaching program. So if you want to work with me, then take me, send me an email, lorenz.trees@gmail.com. We can work together. That's what I do. I coach people through video calls. All right, let's read this pitch. So, Stars on Mars is pitching me coming to visit him in Stockholm. I'll take you to the best restaurants, best places. You can go to the gym with me for free. I'll show you all the hidden gems. We'll hang out with my friends if you like. We can hang out at my place, my friend's place. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too bad. I'll keep it into consideration. Max Wiggins. Buenos dias a todos. Buenos saludos desde Tennessee. Hey, shout out. Why are you speaking Spanish in Tennessee, man? Tennessee. Papuna. My place. Hey, Stars on Mars. What's that club called? The exclusive club in Stockholm. The one that Zlatan used to go. What's it called again? Uh it's like hyper exclusive, snobby, fancy. Spy bar, dude. That's amazing. You immediately. That's so funny how it's so understood. There's like this one place. Was it because I said Zlatan? That's how you knew? That's the one, then. But what's the deal? I went there once. Pretty sick, but it's a long time ago. Do you like it? Is it still the place to be, or is it now like is it now, like over? Papuna. At my place, Christmas is a religion thing. We give presents to kids on New Year's. Usually don't get wasted either way, but drink in moderation. That's nice, Papuna. That's really the adult way of doing it. I live in Belgium, unfortunately, and we have an alcoholic culture. So, yeah. uh, Favorite animal? A turtle, lion, harpy eagle. You know the harpy eagle? It's like the biggest, craziest bird, like predatory bird there is. I'm going to Mexico soon. Need to, buddy. Well, not soon, in a couple of months. Where are you going? I don't hang out much at those high status places. Not my bag. I like another vibe, more Barcelona vibe. You feel me? Yeah, man. I didn't even know they had like a Barcelona vibe in Stockholm. Stars on Mars. What is it? What like? I remember living in Stockholm. I'll never forget. You always had these like Swedish men, and they would get so fucking aggressive. Like it really stood out to me. I saw so many of those typical blonde dudes lose their shit once they got drunk. Like they would sit in a corner all night, like be all introverted, and then they would get drunk, and then they all get like, what is it with this like suppressed? I feel like there's so much suppressed anger in Stockholm amongst the males. Something else about Stockholm that I noticed it was that the women would always hunt the men. Like that's the only place where women would just like come up to me and just like grab me and be like, "You," and it would happen a lot. Women are like hyper assertive there in terms of like picking a partner and dating and being sexually forward. It's sad or socially anxious, right? Yeah, yeah. And then so they drink to compensate, and then they drink too much, and they have too much liquid courage, and then it all comes out. Women carry more masculine energy here. Yeah, it's so true. It is so true, and I feel like that is not really. I feel like the stereotype about Swedish girls and Swedish women is so wrong. It's so backwards. if you ask like your average American or like even European, whatever, like they all think, especially in Spain, they all think like Swedish girls are like the hottest girls, they're the best girls. And they do, because a lot of them are blonde and they dress really well and they got great, they know how to do makeup, like they don't use too much like in other countries, but they do it just right, and they got the hair and everything, and they're usually in great shape. But it's their energy is very masculine, and I'm happy you're bringing that up. I don't want to be the first to say it, but their energy is very manly, like very, yeah, like it's not, they're not girly girls, and that's fine, obviously, but to each their own. Some men don't find that as attractive. Stars on Mars. Swedish and Norwegian girls are super hot, but they carry too much masculine energy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and if you're into that stuff, cool, that's great. But it is true, man. And I feel like that's not really like, I don't feel like that's ever talked about. What's up, Giselle? Harry Barake, how to control anger, dude. By getting into the gym, like start working out, use that anger to fuel your workouts and build a good physique. You'll be fine. Eternal Outlaw. That sounds hot. Yeah, man. Like a lot of guys love. I got a lot of guys like that. They like to be. They like to have the dominant, manly woman. And I get it. I can see the appeal. Me personally, not so much, but a lot of guys they love that. Um, but yeah, the yeah, it all comes down to personal preference. Stars on Mars. I think feminism brought that along, in combination with the masculine crisis, making them more feminine. Yeah, that's true. I don't see anything wrong with what you're saying. My maternal grandfather was from Sweden. Sadly, I wasn't brought up with the language. Is 6'1" tall enough for a Swedish girl? Yeah, man. But it's not about height. Fuck height. It's not, man. Like guys need to get that. Like short guys focus so much on height. I know plenty of short dudes that get plenty of women because they have a big energy, a tall energy, if you will. How are you doing? I'm good. Chilling with my tribe on live, having a good time. Just checking on my just checking on my clients. Because if you're a client of mine, you also get to text me 24/7 and I respond. Confidence is number one, will always be. Yep, I agree. I agree. By the way, guys, I'll give you a little exclusive. I'll give you a little Wounded Viking exclusive right now. It looks like your boy will be going on a date next week. Yup, you heard correctly. Getting back into the game. It's about goddamn time. No, all jokes aside, um, why not? You know, I told you guys before, like it's not like I was actively looking for it. Stars on Mars. I'm gonna hold off on the details. I don't want to start. It is still the internet after all, and I don't want to start talking about a date that hasn't happened yet for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's exciting. It is. I have to admit, I'm actually looking forward to it, and it feels good. It's very interesting how when you are just kind of like on non-active status in terms of dating and all that stuff and hooking up, how it's not that hard to like you pretty soon, like I guess you kind of like you learn to live with it, and you convince yourself that I don't know, like you convince yourself maybe in a way that you don't want it, that you don't need it. Maybe it's almost like a subconscious thing where you're trying to protect yourself against feeling bad about it. But then when you do interact with someone again, you do get like that jittery feeling. It's like, oh, that's fun. It's fun. It's like it's exciting to meet somebody new and to get to know them. It's cool. So let's see what happens. Where are you going? Is it a restaurant date, a movie date? No, no, I never do movie dates. Like I'm still waiting on somebody to explain to me the concept of a movie date. Like, hey, hello, person. I would love to engage in conversation with and get to know and ask a million questions and answer a million questions. What do you want to do for the first time that we actually encounter each other in the physical realm? Do you want to go to a movie and stare at a screen for 2 hours sitting next to each other, not being able to communicate, not being able to say anything at all because the movie's on? And then do you want to awkwardly whisper in each other's ear while everybody else is trying to watch the movie, including me? Like, I'll never understand people going on a movie date. Like, that's the most whack thing you can do, in my opinion. It's like, I mean, if you're really doing it so you can be in a dark room with the person, that's creepy. It's like, what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna get a hand job? Like, I don't get it. It's like, why? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so I'll be taking her to a bar, just a bar and a drink and chat. That's it. No food, no nothing, man. Just keep it G. Nah, all jokes aside, yeah, just a bar, a drink. What's your favorite food? Indian food, Thai food, lasagna, sushi. Where you go? Which women wanted to date me? What do women need to like to do on dates? They like to talk. Ask them about them. Show them that you're interested in their life, in their personality, and you're good. You're good. Yeah, I like to come in on the humble when I'm like, got a small YouTube channel, kind of like a big deal on YouTube, but keep it on my hush. And then I don't give them the channel because I want them to think I got like a million subs. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of like a bodybuilder too, like I'm like a professional bodybuilder, but I don't actually get paid to do it. But I still think I'm a professional bodybuilder, so please don't make fun of it. I need my protein. Stars on Mars. Oh, the memories when I lived in Norway when I was 19. The financial crisis made me move. I dated a Norwegian girl who was 16. We did a movie date once and sat in the back, and she actually gave me a hand job. It was fun. So I guess now we have an answer as to why people go on dates in movies. Good for you, man. That's actually, I'm not sure about those ages. 16 and 19 is a little bit weird, but you do you, man. It's still okay, I guess, when you're 19. So nice. Bar dates are good to get to know one another. Yeah, that's it. That is it. I agree. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support, as usual. Speaking of support, if anybody is interested in hiring me as your mentor, as your coach, you can do so by sending me an email. Lorenz.dries@gmail.com. Don't be shy. Don't hold back. Send me an email and we can make magic happen. When I say magic, I mean I'm gonna tell you how to rebuild your life. I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna give you my brutally honest but supportive and constructive advice. Te deseo mucha suerte. Un montón de gracias, Girsel. Estoy seguro que no estoy nervioso porque solo puedo probar. Y si no creo que tengo conexión con ella, no pasa nada. We need to accept first and foremost life is a fair. This is hard to accept. Most men are not alphas and are not highly sought after by women. It's nothing personal. The most attractive people will pair up and the rest of the 80s will settle with each other. Yeah, but then the most attractive in the end, they're also going to be miserable and like Look at all those like so-called attractive couples that also are just like not happy. I think too much, way too much emphasis is put on all of that. Like, I think attractive people in the end are just kind of like non-attractive people. It's just the outside world that tends to think they have it much better and much easier. That they get all the same bullshit. That's my from my take on it. I know plenty of attractive people on both sides, on both sexes, and I don't really know one of them, that has that has it all figured out, or where life is just like easy for lack of a better word. All right, guys. If you have more questions, the time is now. Okay, it looks like that'll be it for today. I'll be back sometime sooner than later. Have a good one. Peace.